Yup. I bet you weren't expecting this symbols. Let's see if we can make Colonel Sanders my daddy, or if I'm his daddy. Huh? Before we get started, tell us your name. That would be the hottest thing in the world. Seeing Daddy Sanders, Bongo, Gordon Ramsay. Yes, that's all I'm saying. He can finger lick me good. You sleep softly as the morning sun casts a warm glow through the window of your modest student apartment. The world is peaceful and serene. You could stay in the moment forever. Or you could wake up now! Your first day of culinary school is no time to sleep in! Is that chickens? Dude, I'm getting PTSD flashbacks. For those of you that don't know, I actually have... Dude, okay, hold on. I gotta get rid of these chickens. Throw the clock out the window and stay in bed forever! You slept through the school year and gave up on the once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to meet Colonel Sanders. Game over already? Restart. Reload. I didn't know you could just fail the game instantaneously. About that whole, like, chicken thing. Dude, where I live, there is this one chicken that just will not shut up. My girlfriend and I have been tormented by this frickin' chicken for, like, the last 3 years. And when I say tormented, I don't mean he just, like, clucks periodically throughout the day. Nah, that's fine, because I'm barely home throughout the day, okay? I got a day job. I mean, I come here, right? I'm working for you guys. I'm slaving away. Nah, this fiddle starts clucking at 3 a.m. 3! But it's okay, because recently we found a stray cat. We adopted it. She is amazing, and I love her with my life, and I will train her to kill chickens. Oh, missed opportunity. We should have named the cat Colonel Sanders. What were we doing again? Oh, right. Culinary School. My bad. You gaze upon the magnificent University of Cooking School, Academy for Learning. Here comes your lifelong best friend forever, Miriam. She's the most adorably awkward person you've ever met, and you absolutely love her for it. Yo, flu, Miriam. Glockenspiel. We're gonna beat your ass. Good morning, Gordon Ramsay. Are you excited for the first day of the rest of our lives? Excuse me? Is this a prison? Is this secretly a prison? I've been taking anti-Semitics. Wait. Ever since we were little babies, playing together, and you rescued me from that quicksand box, it's been clear to me that you're the most loving, caring person I know. You're going to do great. Are you in love with me? I'm getting confused. I thought we were supposed to sleep with Colonel Sanders, not Miriam. Gone! Miriam. With University of Cooking School Academy for Learning's famous 3-day-only semesters, I'm afraid of being left behind and never catching up. Yo, you can graduate in 3 days. Sign me up. I mean, I guess that's why we're here. Should you pep talk her or change the subject to give her some relief? In this situation, I'd pep talk my best friend, but I wonder what would happen if we just changed the subject to school gossip. It's hard to see Miriam like this, and frankly, quite exhausting. Go deal with yourself, Miriam. That's not my problem. It's not my problem. It is your problem. Like the fact that Miriam will be shot in the next 13 seconds if she doesn't shut the f***. All summer, you've been hearing rumors about a dreamy, enigmatic mystery student who is enrolled at this school. Yeah, that's a little worrisome, but you'll be fine. Now, what about this mystery student we read about on the school message board? Any new deets? Oh, get this. I heard his name is Harland, and he's no ordinary student. They say he has powers. He's had them ever since he was born. From an egg. What? You both sigh, thinking about a student so handsome that the laws of physics don't dare to apply to him. Dreamy. Miriam, fuck that student. He's not dreamy at all. We're here for Colonel Sanders. Unless that is Colonel Sanders. Then yes, dreamy. Before you can get another word out, you're rudely interrupted when someone smacks your books and custom-engraved measuring spoons out of your hands and onto the ground. Hey! It's Ashley? Is her name Ashley? Okay, Ash. Okay, now it's personal. For those who don't know, my girlfriend's name is Ashley. So, now it's personal, Ash. Now it's personal. You slap my butt. Nah, I'm getting to Colonel Sanders first. Morgan. He's mine. He's all mine. It's Ashley, your arch rival. She's totally evil. but you can't help but be filled with jealousy. She can get anything she wants, and she knows it. Not true! Ugh, you can't stand Ashley. Even her name is Yo! You know for a fact that it's actually Ashley, but she had to add extra letters to make herself feel better than everyone. Across the quad, you see Ashley's best friend, Von the Mon Mon. Dude, wait, is this game predicting my life? His pants are so tight, you can see him casually working out his glutes while he styles his hair. No lie, they're rockin' glutes. Ahem, Von? Okay, yo. That's a crazy piano. But she kind of fine. But she crazy. Don't stick your dick in crazy. Holy shit, he's fine. Yo, recorder. Ashley. Von. You rang. Oh, shit. Okay. I can't believe the University of Cooking School Academy for Learning would ever allow people like you to attend as students. I know, right? You'd think they'd just hand us over our diplomas now. Or maybe hire us as professors. You amateurs could learn a lot from us. I could learn a lot from you, that's all I'm saying. As you approach the door, you see a goofy-looking kid pushing hard against the window directly next to it. Was that a fart? That's funny. I think it's broken. You reach forward and easily pull the door open. That should do the trick. I love you! I think you mean thank you? My name is Pop. I was named after my Pop. He's old. Someone like this also be a student at the school? He must be one heck of a chef. Also, his name tag clearly says Bob, but I guess he's reading it upside down. Hi, Pop. I'm Gordon Ramsay. So, are you going to make me hold this door all day? Nope. And with that, the young man walks to the building. Is it just me, or is he kind of cute? Dude, this is just Simp Simulator. What the fuck? Simp! I think it's just you. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Gordon Ramsay. At least in this game, you have a brain. You both shrug your shoulders before following him into the building. You stand at the edge of the room, unsure where to sit. Other students wander in and keep themselves busy chit-chatting. A scruffy-looking pooch takes his place at the podium at the front of the class. Adorable! It is adorable. That is so cute, dude. Look at him! Look, Corky! Oh, he's so adorable. Now, quiet, everyone. Who is this unreasonably cute pup, and why is he in our culinary class? You must be Sprinkles, head instructor and CEO of USCSAL. Please call me Professor Dog. I may be cute and little and fluffy, but I still demand respect. Woof! Oh my god, he is cute! Dude, I want to squeeze him. What? A cute dog is our professor? This is the best school ever! True. I guess only a dog's nose is capable of picking up all the nuances of fine dining. Out of nowhere, wind begins to rush around you as a swirl of cherry blossom petals fill the air inside the classroom. Holy shit, is that the H-man? I'm chilly. Someone close the window. And then he walks in. Ooh, Daddy. You're immediately swept up in the aura of the new students and his remarkable goatee. Who knew anyone could be so handsome? Time stands still. It's him. If it isn't my favorite student, Harland. Colonel Sanders interrupts Sprinkles. Sorry, Professor Dog, before he can finish his sentence. Please, call me Colonel. Colonel Sanders. Wait, that's Harland? Holy shit, he's hot. A husband murmur rolls through the classroom. A hushed murmur rolls through the classroom as Colonel Sanders walks down the aisle of desks. Suddenly, the room is sweltering. You take a moment to clean yourself up. It's a good thing you didn't forget about the deodorant this morning. This classroom is hot! Professor Dog steps in to settle into class and set some ground rules. Welcome to the University of Cooking School, Academy for Learning, the greatest culinary academy in the world, the birthplace of culinary legends, past, present, and future. Many challenges await you. There will be tears, there will be blood, there might even be really adorable tiny food. And when all is said and done, there will be a battle. You will lift your sporks and compete in the broom cooking arena. Just then, another student enters the classroom and interrupts the professor's rousing speech. Hi, guys. Sorry I'm late. I hope everyone had a good summer. I really miss... Quiet! Late to class is bad enough, but interrupting my monologue? You're on the fast track out of here, young man. Are you sure you're even in the right place? Don't you recognize me? This is my 3rd year in the school, with you as my teacher. Everyone stares at him blankly. Does no one remember me? You're expelled if you utter one more word before I finish. Let that be a lesson to you students that tardiness is unacceptable. Even Clink made it here on time, rolling halfway across town on his tiny wheels. You turn to see the student Sprinkles is referencing, who appears to be some sort of industrial kitchen appliance. Holy crap, he's cool. That's my best friend right there. I want to be friends with him. Sprinkles walks in the classroom again, I guess, as everyone stands in silent obedience. When he gets to you, he lifts his nose into the air and takes a deep sniff. Your diet is lacking. Based on what I'm picking up here, you definitely need a multivitamin. You should be taking better care of yourself. You've never had a talking dog as a teacher before, but Sprinkles' reputation of being smart but tough is well known. You decide to try and butter him up by giving him a treat from your pocket. But what kind? Chicken snack. He'll love chicken. You reach beneath your apron and return with a chicken snack in your hand. Sprinkles' eyes go wide as he locks onto it. His favorite! I don't know what gave it away, but wait a minute. I just realized, is that a poster? Why does that guy look familiar? Is that a familiar face? Nathan! Look him up. Do your research. Who is he? I need to know. Watch it be like the founder or CEO of KFC. That'd be disappointing. As everyone rushes to claim their favorite seats, you're left standing in front of a room. Only 2 options remain. Hey, Gordon Ramsay, there's still a seat here. Seems no one has claimed the seat next to me, if you're interested. 2 good options, but which to choose? Yo, we're sitting by Colonel Sanders. Tiffany, my best friend. You move to take your seat by Colonel Sanders. It appears he brought no books, pens, or pencils. However, his perfect upright posture shows off a seriousness that makes you confident in his desire to learn. Thanks for offering me this seat. I only had 2 rules. Do all you can, and do it the best you can. It's the only way you ever get the feeling of accomplishing something. Holy shit, he's so dreamy. That's so inspiring. A little off topic if you ask me, but okay. Soon as you've settled into your seat, the professor makes an announcement. Think fast! It's time for a pop quiz. Yay, quiz about me! This incredibly important and surprisingly short quiz will tell me if you're ready for life at Culinary School. Is Sprinkles a good boy? Hell yeah! Oh wait, he's a talking dog. He's the best boy. That's right! Your total score is perfect. 5 out of 5. Wow, be honest. Did you cheat? You look up to see that Colonel Sanders has been watching you tally your score. He's impressed. I know we just met, but I have to confess. I think you have a beautiful brain. Oh! We're winning him over! May I have your attention, students? I have an important announcement to make. Time for lunch! A delicious fragrance wafts through the room and tickles the edge of your nose. Your mouth waters. Do you smell that? That must be our lunch. It smells crazy good. Everyone, can I have your attention? Is it about lunch? No, I just wanted to apologize for my tardiness. You see, Howdy, folks. I'd like to make an announcement. Hey, It's about lunch. Everyone cheers, but Shh. Lunch, lunch, lunch. She said shh. In honor of the new semester, I have prepared something special to share with everyone for lunch. That must be the smell I smelled. Indeed, that smell. You hold your breath, waiting for the food this mysterious student has created. You've heard the way he's talented, but were the rumors true? Is this? Colonel Sanders lifts a large bucket above his head. Its contents glimmer in the light. Oh, fried chicken! Colonel Sanders has filled a bucket with chicken? What a novel concept! For years, I have been developing a secret recipe for the perfect fried chicken. By my calculation, nothing less than 11 herbs and spices are required to achieve the perfect balance of flavors. You look around and notice that every other student has a pen and paper and is scribbling notes as fast as they can. But that's all I'll say about that. You want to see what Zinger Ashley has prepared to follow up, but she suddenly takes a different approach. Yeah, and I was just writing in my diary. Dear diary, today I smelled something beautiful. Knew at that moment that only the hands of a true gentleman could fry chicken so tender. You see her body language change from bitter and evil to sweet and innocent as she slides closer to Colonel Sanders. She realizes that he is destined for greatness and fame with cooking skills like this. She wants him all to herself. Oh, you're trying to steal my girlfriend, Colonel? You could steal me, but not my girlfriend, dude. She's taken by me, but you could steal me. Tasting Colonel Sanders' food transports you to another dimension. Holy shit, dude. Did we just snort crack? Alone with your taste buds, gripping the drumstick in your hand, you float weightlessly. Savor the moment and everything that it tells you about Colonel Sanders' culinary heart, or swim towards the light. Yeah, we could die. We could just die, but we will savor the moment. Alone with the flavors, you feel something that can only be described as love. For a man? For a flavor? Are they the same? After tasting his food, you try to get some one-on-one time with Colonel Sanders. You approach Colonel Sanders. Colonel Sanders smiles ever so softly as you approach. He stops what he's doing and allows you to break the silence. Colonel, I wondered if I could talk to you for a second. Anything for a fellow chef. What exactly was on that chicken? Ha ha! How bold to come out and ask. It's an idea I had for a new combination of flavors that will make my fortune and establish my legacy for all time as I open a chain of highly successful fried chicken restaurants. No big deal. It's just you and me here talking. I can keep a secret. In fact, I've got some of my own that I'd be willing to trade. What's the rush? The semester is only getting started. We've got 2 more whole days to get to know each other. Colonel Sanders looks both ways to make sure you're truly alone, and then leans in. You can feel his warm breath as he whispers. Just one ingredient, but you can't tell. I use ink. It's something my great-grandmother taught me. That says love, by the way. The letters, the spacing, that says love 100%. 100% that says love. So we just need to sleep with Colonel Sanders? Sometimes I like to come outside and look at the school buildings. I think about how my story will continue on after I've graduated. It sounds like you have big plans. I dare say the biggest. I will leave my mark on this world. You can bet on that. Alone together for the first time, you figure that now is the perfect moment to show your personality to him. Nag him to show your own strength? Wow, him with a big idea to add an additional ingredient to really spice things up. Be modest but thoughtful. He seems like he likes brains, yeah? He seems like he likes brains because Moxie and all that shit, so we gotta be modest but thoughtful. Well, I just wanted to tell you that I really enjoyed your food. Now you've got his attention. Hell yeah! The flavors were complex but comforting. The interplay between salty, savory, and peppery. I appreciate the compliment, Gordon Ramsay. I'm sure you'll be a big success. I know we've only met today, but I'm starting to get the same feeling about you. Welcome, students, to the cooking arena. For today's lesson, we'll be cooking with partners. Hurry up and pair off! Naturally, Miriam looks over at you, but unable to control yourself, you pounce on Colonel Sanders. Hell yeah! Hey, Colonel, would you like to tackle this lesson as a team? A team of 2? That is, me and you, if that wasn't clear. Want to be my partner? Sure, Gordon Ramsay. I'll prepare a station. Without you as a partner, Miriam is left standing all alone. 2 different students quickly take notice. Hello, new partner. Oh my, 2 potential partners. I'm so sorry, gentlemen, but I don't know who to choose. You have to pick for her. Friend duties can be a little awkward, but that's the price you pay for not being alone forever. Pick the robot! The robot looks cool. Bassoon! Pop. I hate Pop. Clank is clearly excited to have some attention. He heats up and begins to roll back and forth. Hold on there, fella. We don't know what the assignment is yet. Technically, Clank may not have a face, but there's something charming and earnest about him. Tissue? I hardly know you! Clank judders and a panel shakens loose. You get the impression that this is a sign of affection. Which dish do you suggest to your partner, Colonel Sanders? Your grandmother's mashed potatoes and gravy. It's the gravy, baby! I've always been something of a down-home chef. I was thinking we could make something warm, inviting, comforting. Maybe mashed potatoes. And gravy? I couldn't imagine one without the other. Colonel Sanders casts a coy look at you, causing your whole face to go beet red. Embarrassed, you quickly turn away. I'll go get the potatoes. No, please. Let me. Picking perfect produce is a passion of mine. Looks like things are getting pretty fresh around here. Does anyone have a crush on Colonel Sanders? We're just cooking partners. Mind your own business. Sanders' heart is my business. And you'd better keep your fingers off my man. Oh shit, Ashley. Okay. Does someone call for me? No, geez, Von. While I'm over here crushing Gordon Ramsay's dreams, you're supposed to be taking care of her classwork. That was the deal, remember? Colonel Sanders returns, arms full of peeled potatoes. He tosses them into boiling water and turns his attention to you and your old friends. But Colonel, if you ask me, I might make a better partner for you than this thing that has positioned itself at your station. Don't you feel deep down that we cast complementary shadows? We fit together, like a thigh and a drumstick. It just makes sense. Nothing about this makes any sense. But one thing is clear, she's coming for Colonel, if you don't watch out. Ashley is really going at you hard. You need to ask for some backup here before things get ugly. Turn to Colonel Sanders, hunk of hunks in your time of need. Turn to Miriam, your best... Colonel Sanders, help me. I'm here to learn and express myself via my cuisine, not bicker with prima donnas. Partners were chosen at the beginning of class, so let's respect the format, okay? You turn to Colonel Sanders to confirm that you're on the same page. I chose Colonel Sanders, and Colonel Sanders chose me. Isn't that right? A businessman respects all fair agreements, from contracts to handshakes. I took on Gordon Ramsay as my partner for this activity, and I stand by it. Let's go! He's mine. Clarinet! You look down at your cooking station and realize that, in the tension of the moment, your hands have been cooking on autopilot. Distracted by the drama, you've already crushed the boiled potatoes into a perfectly creamy mashed texture, with plenty of butter and cream for flavor. It's as if your natural passion guided you through the steps you know so well, while your attention was elsewhere. Colonel Sanders extends his hand. He's holding a beautiful white porcelain gravy boat, pours a smooth brown gravy, smothering your nearly finished potato dish. Gravy flows down the mound of mashed potatoes. The result looks spectacular. Granny would be very proud. Yeah, Granny would. Are you dating my grandmother? Colonel Sanders holds a spork out to you. You reach out and grab hold of it, but he doesn't immediately let go. The two of you stand holding the same spork, and for that small moment, all of the madness and pressure in this crazy world. Your eyes lock. The moment is electric. Time stands still. If you love something, set it free. Together, you dig the utensil into the mashed potatoes and lift a heaping sporkful up. When you see Ashley with a sinister look, you know she's plotting against you to be with Colonel Sanders. And then, filled with rage, and without thinking, you fling the sporkful of mashed potatoes right into Ashley's stupid, beautiful face. What? Yo, I just think my character's horny. Von, do something! Do something! Scooping up a fingerful, Von tastes the dripping mashed potatoes and gravy and realizes that it's delicious! Horrified by this revelation, he slinks away. Will he ever be able to cook something with so much love and integrity? Hold on right there, Gordon Ramsay. We do not waste food in the broom cooking arena. Colonel Sanders, I expect better from you. If you throw one more spoonful, you'd both better be prepared to eat it from wherever it lands. Von rushes back over a covered dish in his hand. Mashed potatoes with gravy? Pathetic! In just a few minutes, I've prepared a full meal. Gaze upon my specialty, braised tentacle of octopus in my slinky salt water sauce. Plated on a battle axe blade forged by my supreme chef ancestors. Why was that such a mouthful? And holy shit, he has an axe? You've ignored me for too long. This ends now. It is I who will have the first bite, and you will all look on with envy. The interrupting student rushes to Von and swipes a bite of his signature dish right off his plate. No, don't! Something about his dish doesn't strike my nose quite right. I think the octopus was rushed and may have turned in the process. The results could be toxic. Too late. It has been eaten. I think I left something in the oven. I don't feel so good. It killed him! Holy shit, he's a ghost. Seeing that you're shaken up by that really annoying student and all his nonsense, Colonel Sanders approaches you. I'm sorry you had to go through that. Please, let me walk you home. Oh my god! I love him. At night, the school building has taken on another vibe entirely. It's dark and more than a little spooky. Colonel Sanders stands in the quad's neon glow and speaks softly. Those mashed potatoes you made in class today. Before you go on, I want you to know they're not a great representation of my skills. I didn't even realize I was making them. They were amazing. Tasting them, it reminded me why I became so passionate about food to begin with. Colonel Sanders is getting choked up. Cooking is obviously important to him in a way that you find inspiring. Now might be the perfect time to tell him that you're developing feelings for him. Day one? Holy shit, dude, day one. Let's go. Colonel Sanders? Yes, Gordon Ramsay? There's something I need to tell you. Hold it right there. There's something I need to tell you first. Oh, jeez. You see, when I was just a boy, I had a dream that one day I would be the greatest chef the world has ever seen. Every day since, I've been working towards that dream, day and night, never stopping, never resting. Also, lifting a lot of weights. Like, so many weights. I can tell. He's jacked. It looks good, though. We should follow our dreams with all of our hearts, that our souls may grant them like wishes floating on a shooting star. Shut up! I'm the one here to say inspirational stuff and be the star of the story. We forgetting that your cooking literally killed a guy? You can't prove that! I also saw you kill that guy. What was his name? Somewhere in the distance, you hear a long, sad sigh. Forget him. We're talking about me. Me. I'm the hero. Holy shit, the spork monster is here to fight a hero. I think I left the fridge door open. Later, nerds! How dare you threaten me? Just as I was letting down my guard and connecting with another chef on an emotional level. Be afraid, be very afraid of me, because I'm a monster, see? Is he rhyming on purpose, or is it just coincidence? But before you can discuss syntax any further, it's a turn-based fight sequence. What will you do? Oh, shit. Okay. We will attack. You decide to go on the attack. Which attack will you use? Cook with Love. Cook with Love does 1 damage. It just got real. That attack really upset Spork Monster. Spork Monster goes on the attack. They spit hot gravy at you. You take 1 damage. All right, we defend. You decide to defend. Which defense will you use? Trepidation. You continue to stay back and endure whatever comes your way. Seems like a pretty weird strategy, but okay, sure. You do you. Spork Monster focuses their mashed mind and draws in energy from Mother Earth itself. They grow larger and more intimidating. How will you respond? Attack. Feeling vulnerable, Spork Monster prepares for the ultimate attack. Rounded edge. Vile villain, your reign of terror stops here. Colonel Sanders summons the energy of 1,000 chickens. Pot Pie Power Pinch! Pot Pie Power Pinch does 10 damage. Spork Monster is defeated. You saved me. An injured Spork Monster spews steam into the light. Forget mercy. Finish him. Spare this wretched beast. You manage to tamp down your disgust at the sight of this gnarly beast long enough to realize that he's still a living creature with a pure soul who deserves your pity, not your wrath. Begone, beast, and don't you dare come back for a follow-up encounter tomorrow. I won't forget this, and I certainly won't be back like you said. The Spork Monster scuttles off into the night. The defeated monster left behind a special item. It's a book of magic spells with a golden chicken on the cover. You open the cover and find a library card tucked inside. The last name to have signed out is Borko. Borko. That name sounds strangely familiar. As you come down from your battle buzz, you realize the final attack has left you completely depleted. The world around you begins to fade away. Without any energy to keep your eyes open, darkness overtakes you. The image of Colonel Sanders flashes before your eyes as you fall asleep. He must have helped you get home. Your tired state, you don't know if you could have made it out without him. What a guy. You want to thank him, but you don't have the strength to utter a single word. You feel your covers being pulled over you as you are tucked in tightly. Good night, my Colonel. In your dreams, you're together with Colonel Sanders. For some reason, Sprinkles is also there, instructing your love. Dreams are weird. That's true. Dreams are weird. Oh! It's beautiful. You meet up with your bestie in front of the school. Before you can tell her about the encounter with the Spork Monster, she launches into a story of her own. Okay, I know this might sound a little strange, but I think I might be, I think I might like Clank. Okay. Damn. Like? Like? I know it sounds like it's moving too fast, but there's something about him. I like him. like him. We got to talking after class, and he's actually a totally sweet guy. Not only that, but he's really smart. He told me all kinds of stories about Colonel Sanders. Did you know that the Colonel Sanders was the most popular kid in his high school? No, but that does make complete sense. Either way, maybe it's best if you took it slow with this new boy, like I am with Colonel Sanders. You and Colonel Sanders, the coolest guy in school, the most famous student to ever attend University of Cooking School Academy for Learning? You're a thing now? We definitely connected yesterday. Sure you did. You're great. Why wouldn't he be into you, I guess? Laughing at the implication that you and Colonel Sanders might be a thing is definitely not cool. You are great. Hell yeah, we're fucking goated, Nathan. You and me, we're goated. We're great. Nathan, I instruct you to play this game. I think this game is fitting for you. The only person missing is Alexandra. You have an idea about how to prove that your love is real. Well, if he's not into me, why did you tell me one of his secret ingredients? Your bestie's eyes light up. A secret ingredient? Yeah, I just said that. A secret ingredient. Is there a dramatic echo in there? Miriam checks to make sure you're alone before continuing. So this summer, while I was on vacation with my family, a lovely man approached me in the botanical garden where I was wandering. Told me all about his passion for spices. Secret spices. The man even gave me some to show me what he meant. He said it was a powder created from a super duper rare dried flower petals, and that if I did him a big favor, I could have some of my own. So I filled my suitcase with them and brought them home. He was so nice, he even met me at the gate when I arrived. Later, when I cooked with them, a very strange feeling came over me, and the other flavor was unlike anything I'd ever tasted. We both share an interest in cooking, so we both stayed in touch, you know, like pen pals. I bet he would love to know more about new spices. Well, I'm definitely not supposed to share Colonel Sanders' secret recipe, and besides, I only know the one ingredient, so I doubt it'd be much use to anyone. Please, please, please! It would mean the world to me. No one has to know it came from you or from Colonel Sanders. What do you think? Should you protect Colonel Sanders' secret or share it with your bestie? Make up a fake ingredient. It was Eye of Newt. I know, sounds like some kind of witch's potion, but what can you do? Eye of Newt? Wow! Her eyes light up, and you figure that you've satisfied her curiosity, and she'll be moving on. However, she immediately turns around and does some thumb typing on her phone that you can't quite see. That's probably not good. Before you can ask her to confirm that she was definitely not texting secrets to other people, you're interrupted. Wind rushes in. Cherry blossom petal. He's here! It's Colonel Sanders. He's arriving at school. Stand back and admire his majestic glory. Colonel Sanders' horse is truly a thing of beauty. Without ever acknowledging that he's being watched, he does a short horse dance before dismounting with a flourish. He then slaps the beautiful creature gently on its rear, sending it running free into the countryside. You are so struck by the sight of him that you lose all ability to speak coherently. What a horseful beaut you have. I mean, what a horseful beaut you have. Dang it, that's what I just said. Daddy, I mean daddy, I mean daddy, I mean daddy, I mean daddy, sorry, daddy, sorry, daddy, sorry. Being a good friend, Miriam attempts to cover for you. Oh, Gordon Ramsay just gets really nervous around people they like. What? This is not helping. I mean, they got food poisoning and we're all up all night. It was gruesome. You should have seen it. She gives you a wink and a smile as if to say, situation handled. Can't blame a girl for trying. When you enter the classroom, you can see your two rivals, Ashley and Von Von, are doing something bad. You try and get a peek over Von Von's hulking shoulders, but he sees you coming. Whoa there, little one. I'm not sure you're ready to handle this. Why don't you make like a bee and mind your own wax, honey? Damn. She really does talk like my girlfriend. It's crazy. It's crazy how similar they are. They even have the thick Being the best chef in the world takes more than just culinary skills. It takes creativity. It takes panache. You finally get a look at what it was they were hiding, and you instantly recognize it. It's a book, just like the one you found in your encounter with the spork monster. Before you can dig in any further, you're interrupted by the arrival of more students. It's almost time for class. Clink must be running late. He's in such a hurry that he rolls over to Von Von's meaty foot. Hey, watch it, you bucket of bolt. You watch how you talk to him. He didn't do anything. Who do you think you're talking to? I've never heard such language. Not even from a stand mixer. No, your mother was a stand mixer. Holy shit, they're about to get into a fist fight, dude. Let's go. I already forgot his name. Clank. Let's go, Clank. Kick their ass. Von jumps to attack Clank, but Clank shocks Von, sending him flying across the room. Protect me, Colonel Sanders. These crazed men are about to come to blows. I think it must be over me, but I'm not interested in either of them. Ashley's tone has completely changed in an instant. She bats her eyelashes at Colonel Sanders. Surely he must know that this is a ruse, right? Gentlemen, get a hold of yourselves. Save it for the arena, at least. Or don't. Honestly, what do I care? I've got a lofty career aspirations to focus on. Hell yeah! We don't settle for less, Colonel. Your rivals enter to make a dramatic announcement. Today's lunch will be prepared via timed competitive cook-off. The level of theatrics with these two is off the charts. Step up, tell them you're on. Demand that they stop wasting everyone's time. Is everything a competition with you two? Yes. Yes! Well, not with me. I'm on a personal journey to learn to love. Sure, why not? But definitely not constantly battle. Yeah, stop getting your genres crossed. Don't you have some portable monsters to capture or something? You know what? I've learned enough for today. Let's battle! Just as things reach a boiling point, Sprinkle steps in. Surely he'll put a stop to this madness. Now, students, please settle down. This is a lunchroom, not a sportsing court. Finally, a little sense. Breathe a sigh of relief. At least not until we turn on the timer! Just then, a huge light blasts in the face, flashing the words, "Timer ready." That's what I'm talking about. Arroo! I stand corrected. If it's a battle you want, it's a battle you'll get. My bestie can best the best of them. Best believe it. Like a diamond, I was formed under pressure, and now's my chance to shine. I will defeat you myself. You have had his chicken, and you made mashed potatoes and gravy on day 1. And you're feeling like you can really impress him again here. It's time to boil some water for potatoes. Think fast. If the timer runs down, you'll be forced to pick randomly. Okay? What temperature does water boil at? It always boils at 100 seconds after you turn on the heat. That's wrong! You're going to need to season the chicken before you cook it. You don't know Colonel Sanders' recipe exactly, but you have an idea. How many herbs and spices did he say to use? 11. Now you got the basic steps going. It's time to elevate your craft. What state of mind offers the most flavor? That's wrong! Begging you, keep it together. Get it? I'm a dog. I'm never on the wrong time for some dog jokes. Next question. Classmates are rooting for you, but Ashley is simply stronger and faster than you. You better pick up the pace if you want to survive. When you were a child, your father told you never forget where you came from. Every day, you meditate on his advice and draw energy from that place. Now would be a great time to harness that. So where does it come from? The shoulder of Orion, the deep breath Pacific, a small town, where dreams are born. That's right. This is your shot. You're not gonna miss it. Arroo! Try to shut off the noise of the arena and focus on your cooking. Silence, bubbling, sizzling was sound success. Bubbling, silence, sizzling. That's wrong. Don't maybe get the spray bottle. Is this the end? Yep. Holy shit. You try to shut out the noise of the arena and focus on your cooking. Silence. That's right. You notice Colonel Sanders out of the corner of your eye. I believe in you, Gordon Ramsay. He's actually cheering you on, which would be awesome, except knowing he's watching you makes you totally forget what you were doing. No, all you can think about is Colonel Sanders. How many spoonfuls of gravy, Colonel Sanders? You're stranded on a desert island with one dessert cookbook. Which do you take? What a hunk. At the next station, Ashley has already begun plating elements of her dish. It's colorful and complex. To make up time, toss your biscuit dough into a stand mixer. As you do, the crowd gasps. There's an easy way and a hard way. You don't get far by going the easy way. When you hear everyone talking, you realize how serious your error was. You immediately shove your hand into the mixer to rescue your dough before it's overmixed. Gordon Ramsay, no! But you're not fast enough. Your hand gets stuck. It's immediately crushed by the quickly spinning beaters. There's no way you'd be able to use that hand for the rest of the match. Colonel Sanders shakes his head in shame. Everyone stop what you're doing now. The battle is over. Aw, that's too bad. Here I am with a completed dish, ready to serve. Surely that makes me the winner by default. No, it wouldn't be fair. But I suppose you should at least tell us what you prepared. Well, because I'm the sweetest, I skip straight to dessert. Under the white chocolate dome, you'll find a wide array of delights, taking you on a journey of a flavor that tastes so good and tells a story of excellence. So Sanders pours the hot chocolate sauce on top of the dome. and it causes it to melt away, revealing the ingredients within. Inside, oh my god, that looks so good! Colonel Sanders seems intrigued, but perhaps not impressed as he dips his finger in the chocolate sauce. Places a sauce-covered finger into his lips. Ashley leans over and whispers something into his ear. Dab of sauce sticks to his mustache. Internalize the rage you feel. Put yourself between Colonel Sanders and... I think internalize it. Your rage burns so intensely within your eyes that they burst into flames. The flames cause your eyebrows to catch fire and turn to ash, and they fall off your face, which means people will have a hard time understanding your emotions for the rest of the semester, perhaps forever. Embarrassed and ashamed by your poor performance, not to mention the crispy, fried brow, you run to the quad to be alone. It's Colonel Sanders! He's probably here to tell you that he and Ashley are in love and have decided to get married, and he won't ever ask you to cater his wedding, because you're a terrible chef and an awful person! No, Colonel! Don't say that. I'm fine. Can't you just leave me alone? I'm a loser. I'm not fit to fill your fryer. I'll never be a master chef. Failure is a part of life. Not just for you, but for all of us. Do you think I've ever failed at any... Do you think I've ever never failed? Penis! One has to remember that every failure can be a stepping stone to something better. My dream is pure. It's honest. It's something that a humble man in a crisp white suit can be proud of. Just as your moment grows intimate, you're interrupted by a threatening, shadowy presence. Battle-scarred from the night before, prepared for the worst. The Spork Monster! Borko? It is I! I know I said I wouldn't be back, and after the whole fight to the death thing, maybe you don't really want to see me anymore, but I just wanted to say that I was wrong to attack you. I apologize. I know what it's like to always have to look over your shoulder. Monster problems, am I right? Anyways, thanks, Borko. I'm glad there was no hard feelings. Getting jumped by a giant creature in the dark of the night can really rile a person up. I also apologize for the way I switched right into attack mode. I know that you're strong and cooking school can put a person under a lot of stress. I actually used to go to this school. I wasn't always a spork monster, you see. I don't believe it. You were human once? Well, no, I was a golden retriever, but I was still a student. Until one day, some mean kids with a magic spellbook cast a dark enchantment on me, and I was forever transformed. A magic spellbook. Precisely. I had procured a copy for myself, but somewhere along the way I've lost it. If you find such a book, I beg you, respect it. You're a powerful chef, and shouldn't rely on such dark and evil magic. No, you should be protecting the innocents from those who would cheat them through sorcery and guile. If you need me, don't fear. I'll be there. Sounds like there are some bad cooks in the kitchen of life, Gordon Ramsay. Together, I'm sure we can defeat them. Come back to my hideaway and we can discuss. Personal invite, you can't imagine what Colonel Sanders' home must be like, but it sounds like you're about to find out. Stepping inside Sanders' home, surrounded by his things, you start to feel a special bond with him. Holy shit, we're in his home, baby. He's gonna invite us to the bedroom now. Let's go. Have you been working on any new recipes of your own lately? I'm always excited to talk about food with another ambitious chef. Well, there is something. It's just a side dish that I've been tinkering with, trying to find the right balance of flavors and textures. I'm not sure I've nailed it yet, but I'm close. If it meant to pair with something spicy or something crispy, both, perhaps? Now, you've got him right where you want him. Should we reveal your new creation to him, or keep it a secret, just for you? Hell no, we reveal it, baby. Okay, this is like a little miniature rant, but I hate the idea of, like, people gatekeeping shit. If you really care about the art form, whether it's music or it's like actual art, like physical art, like painting and stuff, or digital art, right? I feel like techniques and stuff shouldn't be gatekept. You should always share it. Now, the counter argument is, well, you will be like less unique and stuff, but the trade-off is the art form gets better. People find new ways, new and unique ways, because you spread that knowledge, because you shared that technique, because you wrote it in a book, because you shared it in an interview. I just think that gatekeeping is not the way. I understand setting up like a course or whatever so you can make like passive income and stuff. Like that's a dream of mine, right? I want to open a course for music. That's my whole reasoning for learning how to teach and stuff. One thing I want to make clear, especially to those that do sign up, like I'm very thankful to those that do sign up whenever I do release it, is a lot of what I teach there is going to be, if it's not already, it will be free on YouTube. It's just you would get the batch right away, and that's why I like people who do that stuff. Like Adam Ivy, for example. Adam Ivy, he taught me music marketing and stuff, both free and paid. I did pay for his music master class, and I just think that him explaining beforehand, saying that it was going to be free and stuff over time, I just wanted to adopt it. I think it's a really cool business model. I think it's a really cool way to go about things, you know, because you're not gatekeeping stuff. And I just hate the idea of gatekeeping, especially behind a paywall, dude. It doesn't matter how much money you make. It doesn't matter what background you come from. Anyone can make music. Anyone can make art. And art is a beautiful art form. And I just wish people just treated it as such, as an art form, as something to express yourself, to share their techniques, to share the way they do things. Because I feel like in the long run, it just makes things better. I present to you my original coleslaw. The shredded cabbage dish glistens in the light of Colonel Sanders' Lux hideaway. Magnificent! Together you chow down the creamy slaw until just a spoonful remains in the bowl. Do you mind if I hold on to the last bite? I'd like to have it around so that I can admire its taste later. Think back on this moment. You could have offered to make him more, but he seems like a very sentimental kind of guy. Sure, why not? Please, make yourself comfortable. I'll be back in just a moment. You realize that now would be the perfect time to do some snooping. Tap on an item to discover more about Colonel Sanders. I feel like tapping the urn is kind of... Is that credit card? Yo. Oh, that's a hairbrush. Check out the view. Gaze out the window across the vast lake and mountain range beyond. Just then, the ghost of student pops up. Are you thinking about heading out into the world on a quest to avenge my death? Wait, what? I never even learned your name. Why would I avenge you? I could just tell you my name right now. It's, can't you see I'm in the middle of something? You open the window, a crack, and the ghost of student is swept out with a breeze. This must be where he keeps his secret recipe. Think for a moment. What number is important to Colonel Sanders? Then it draws on you. As soon as you turn to the dial to 111111, the safe opens. Inside, you find a single note. Can chicken be prepared sashimi style? An adorable little baby boy crawls across the floor. From the goatee and mustache combo he sports, you figure that this must be Colonel Sanders himself. Who frames a baby picture of themselves? Probably the same type of person who would make their own face the logo of the company they founded, am I right? True! Take a closer look at a large urn sitting on the nearby pedestal. There's a plaque on it. It's dusty, but when you wipe it off, you can read the inscription. It says, "Here lie the ashes of all my past careers and business failures." Poor guy. Wait, what if this is a time loop and he just constantly gets reborn? He tries a different business venture every life that he has. Like this was the, what did he say? The O word? The optometrist? No, the, whatever. Nathan, cut it back to when I said it. Alright, let's click the door. Whoa! You open the door to Colonel Sanders' closet and find a row of signature white suits hanging within. You take one off of Tanger to try it on. The jacket is too big for you, but it's soft and comfortable. You give yourself a deep hug, breathing in his scent. They say that home is where the heart is. So, is this what they meant? Before you can look any further, you hear Colonel Sanders returning. He has a new dish that he has been working on, and he wants you to taste it. You try to act casual until he asks you why you're wearing his jacket. I don't usually loan those out, but I must say it does look good on you. Oh crap, the jacket! You forgot to take it off. You decide that now is the moment. This is your moment, and you make a good move. Tell him you're cold. Fess up and tell the truth. You confess. I think I've developed feelings for you. I might be developing feelings for you too, but I'm concerned. I can't let anything get in the way of my dreams. Overwhelmed, you take the jacket off and run for the door. But the thought of leaving Colonel in the midst of such an emotional breakthrough gives you pause. You stop yourself. Colonel? Yes, Gordon Ramsay. I honestly think this may be the beginning of something wonderful. I think you're right. We should take things slow. You talk late into the night and drift off into a slumber. Dream sequence. Zzz, nice. You awake to a beautiful morning in Colonel Sanders' hideaway. Did you make the right decision on how to respond to Colonel Sanders? Only time will truly tell. Today is the day that could change the rest of your life. You think about the new secret ingredient you just learned about. In some jurisdictions, isn't even legal. But if the recipe is a secret, how will they know? Your thoughts are interrupted when Colonel Sanders emerges into the room. He's holding a gorgeously plated breakfast, and your mouth waters at the sight of it. Here's a simple breakfast I just whipped up. It's meticulous. You taste Colonel Sanders' food, and it takes you on a journey. So, would you say that we're a perfect match? How presumptuous. My cuisine and your taste buds, that is. Such confidence, such grace. Could he be the world's greatest gift, cookery? A single tear begins to pool in the corner of his eye as he gazes out the window. And with the right business partner, I know I can't fail. Business partner, could he be talking to you? It's all happening so quickly. Overcome with emotion, confused by your feelings, you're on the verge of tears, unable to speak. The only answer you can find is to run out the door and get home. Dude, we just run. Get home to find something very surprising. Your best friend's there waiting for you. Where have you been? Because I had one heck of a night. I've been desperate to talk to you about it, but I couldn't find you. I got worried that something had happened to you. But now it turns out you're fine. I can finally get you up to speed on the saga of Miriam. Sure, but you will not believe what happened to me after school yesterday. I went on a date! I think I can believe that. Since I've been partnered up with Clank, he asked me to go out with him. Of course, I told him you'd better keep your dials turned to polite and respectful. I'm not that kind of girl. But he was just interested in spending some one-on-one time together and getting to know me. So I said, yeah, sure. I can get to know the little metallic guy. Long story short, he took me skydiving with his friends. But things quickly spiraled out of control. Did she just say skydiving as if that's a typical first date to go on? Dude, skydiving sounds like a great first date. You guys living on the edge together? First off, you get beautiful views. Second off, you're conquering fears together. And third off, you guys are facing death together. So it's like, if this is truly your life partner, they're definitely not going to let you just die, right? And yeah, it's like escape rooms. I think escape rooms are a great first date, actually. I actually do. Even if you're terrible at escape rooms. Like, for me, I'm the type of person to just not say anything in an escape room and just, like, I guess vibe, you know? Because I enjoy, like, everyone's company and stuff, and usually when I go to escape rooms with friends, it's usually like 5 or 6 of us, so I don't want to add to the chaos. I do occasionally say, like, if I think they're headed in the wrong direction, I usually occasionally say, guys, why don't we do this? Or I pick up the thing and I'm like, I'm pretty sure this goes here, and then it usually progresses the game. Other than that, I don't really do much. And it's just because I enjoy seeing, like, the chaos unfold. People think that having a coffee and getting to know the person is a good first date. What better way to know somebody and know if this is your life partner and whether or not you guys will be able to compromise and work as a team than a life and death situation? Like, honestly, the people who had first dates on the Titanic, mwah, beautiful, great. They were geniuses, just saying. You don't give Miriam time to tell her the whole story. However, bundling up the details of your own night is just too much to bear. And I went on a date too, back to Colonel Sanders' house, where I spent the night with him. You what? Nothing happened, but the emotional connection, wowzers. Miriam tells you to move on from this whole Colonel Sanders obsession and focus on school. If being obsessed with Colonel Sanders is wrong, you don't want to be right. After a short argument, you both agree to go your separate ways. Yeah, of course, Miriam. When you arrive at school, you encounter your rivals in the quad. Okay, it's all about the Colonel or Von, maybe Ashley, because she's my girlfriend in real life. But primarily, it's about the Colonel. I think she can respect that, hopefully. Is everyone excited for the final day of school? Gordon Ramsay, how's that hand feeling? I'm sure you'll be back in fighting form by this afternoon. Aren't you concerned about my hands, Colonel? Yesterday, I almost broke a nail winning so hard. Technically, I don't believe a winner was decided, but your presentation was quite impressive. What is he doing? Complimenting her. Yo, calm down. Jeez, people get jealous so quick. To be fair, this is day 2, this is day 3, we're about to graduate. But what about the flavor of my delicate, warm, gooey chocolate sauce? It was clear that you're passionate about how your food was received. That's a lot of words to say. It was bland. Maybe you could tell me more of your thoughts as we walk into class, Colonel? I'm always interested in discussing the fine art of fine foods. See you inside, Gordon Ramsay. In an attempt to distract yourself from how slighted you feel by that interaction with Ashley, you take out the spell book you recovered yesterday and start flipping through the pages. Whoa, that's that book? It looks like bad news. It's just something I found lying around. It would appear to be some sort of grimoire, but I don't really believe in that magic stuff. Grimoire? Like a book of spells? I don't know. Who would want to spend so much time decorating a magic book if it weren't really powerful? I can think of one surefire way to find out. You open a page covered with arcane warnings. Cast only in case of extreme emergency. It says around the edges of the book. I could use this spell here that says it will erase anyone I choose from all my memories. If I scrub out Colonel Sanders, it would probably help me focus better on the upcoming final exam. That is way drastic. Couldn't you do something else? Like anything else not rooted in dark magic? Maybe tie a string around your finger. Okay, fine. It is drastic. But desperate times call for desperate measures. I've got a memory erasing spell sitting right in front of you. A pretty good excuse to try it out. Hell no, don't do it. You take your friend's advice and put the book away. It's almost time for class. Sprinkles is already in the room, waiting for the students to arrive. He clears his voice to make a quick announcement. I want you all to know I feel something of a dog moment coming on, but I assure you it's nothing to be afraid of. His cute little nose scrunches up, and he begins to breathe quickly. He must be hungry. Reach for some old homework to give him as a snack. Dogs can be rather unpredictable, especially Sprinkles. Sprinkles stops in his tracks. He focuses in on the window. The room is dead silent. When you follow his gaze, you see a tiny orange squirrel perched on the cherry tree outside. Sprinkles turns feral and runs towards the window of the classroom. He begins barking uncontrollably at the squirrel outside. Terrence! I told you to never come back here! Terrence! I will destroy you, Terrence! Sprinkles is barking ferociously, drool flying off of his face. The squirrel looks over, but he doesn't say anything back. You wonder, is that even a talking squirrel? You'd better not show your chubby cheeks around here ever again! After Sprinkles is satisfied that his presence has been felt by not only Terrence, but any other squirrel in hearing distance, he returns to his professional tone. Ahem, I apologize for the outburst. This actually brings up an important point. Thank you, Gordon Ramsay, for reminding me to dole out this indispensable bit of wisdom. You see, but before he can go any further, Miriam's love drama spills over into the class. It goes into by words and sparks coming from the back of the room. I told you to save it for after class. You think I want to be thrown from a plane strapped to a stranger? Miriam and Clank appear to be arguing, but you still haven't learned to speak Clank's language of mechanical noises. But no, you had to show off to your cool kid friends Jeff and Joan, J&J forever. Watch us from a triangle in midair as we descend. Triangles are the strongest shape, don't you know? Yeah, well, that doesn't make it a great date. Then take Jeff and Joan with you. You can all hold hands as you pedal down the mountain and off a cliff for all I care. Clank begins to shudder. Steam pours out of the gaps in his panels, and then a loud ding stops him in his tracks. No amount of seasoning is going to make me want to eat that, Clank. Clank burps out a completely deep-fried sneaker. Considering that he himself has wheels, not feet, it's not entirely clear where it came from. Dang, bruh. He just killed a kid, probably. Clank's a murderer? Probably, I believe it. This is it. The location of your final challenge. A test of will, a test of courage, a test of talent. And a chance to beat the pants off of Von the supposed man-man and his evil counterpart, Ashley. As planned, you begin to run through a quick test of a recipe you've been working on, Gordon Ramsay's famous chicken pot pie. After practicing for months, making this dish becomes second nature to you, and you're able to quickly get a fresh pot pie in the oven. But as soon as you do, your cram session is interrupted by Colonel Sanders. Gordon Ramsay, what are you doing here? There's still time before the final exam. Oh, just taking it all in. I'm big into visualizing success. I'm looking at my station and picturing victory. Visualizing, huh? That's too bad. I was hoping you were here cooking something delicious. You'd usually happily share your food with anyone who is hungry, but the last time you let Colonel Sanders get in your head, it cost you a cook-off. Dude, just share it. This is your opportunity. Don't second guess. The oven timer goes off behind you. Fess up about your practice dish. Okay, you got me. I'm doing a little more than visualizing. I know, my nose can smell a pot pie from 400 yards. It's an oddly specific distance, but you'd expect nothing less from such an oddly specific man. You knew it was a pot pie from just the smell. Not just a pot pie, but a chicken pot pie with an all butter crust. And my nose is telling me something else. Oh no. Is it burning? Haha, no. I can smell that it was made with a heaping helping of TLC, but it'll probably start burning any second if you don't pull it out. The moment of truth. Wow. Dude. All the food in here is making me want to go to KFC. Hey, that was probably the point of the game, right? Build up repertoire for KFC, build up free marketing, and that's why the game's free, so you should totally download it and see if you can convince Colonel Sanders to be your husbando. But damn, that looks good. I could go for some chicken pot pie right now. Shush! It's the best pot pie I've ever tasted. I've always loved country cooking, and I could eat this all day. There's no time left. The final showdown is about to begin. Sprinkles lays down the ground rules. There are no rules. That is, except to cook with everything you've got. You step up for the cook-off of a lifetime. You decide the mac and cheese plus the pot pie you've been practicing are just the dishes that you'll push over the edge to victory. Meanwhile, both Von and Ashley are prepping wildly elaborate dishes, per their usual over-the-top selves. Miriam has a giant magnifying glass and several sets of tweezers. She's definitely prepared to go big, going small. Colonel Sanders seems to be harnessing his 11 herbs and spices, but he's trying to find a way to improve on something perfect, his original recipe, fried chicken. The intensity in the room starts at a full 10 out of 10 with a frenzy of action. Everyone is calling out really cool special cooking moves as they prepare their food. Wow, this is getting serious. Colonel Sanders batters his chicken as it levitates through the air. Egg wash! Miriam furiously injects ingredients into an itty-bitty pot of broth. Best friend, Baster Blaster! Von flexes his pectorals as he chops open a sea urchin. Let's rock and roid! Wait, he's putting roids in there? Ashley scoops her pastries off the tray with lightning speed. Shallow personality spatula! Hell yeah! Even Clank gets in on it. 5-dial pressure point chicken cooking technique. Wait, when did Clank learn to speak English? It's the singularity, as was foretold. We mustn't let it happen, or the appliance uprising will take us all. Self-destruct. Von quickly unplugs Clank and rolls him to the back door of the arena. As you frantically prepare your dish, you notice Ashley has her spellbook out. Is she going to use some dark magic to turn the tide? You've got a book of your own, and you're desperate not to see her win another battle. Should you take this opportunity to fight magic with magic, even if it's almost certainly evil magic? Hell no. Do it the hard way. Never the easy way, baby. Colonel Sanders see you've chosen to win in your own terms, and he gives you a subtle wink from across the room. I believe in you, Gordon Ramsay. Miriam notices too. And I've always believed in you, Gordon Ramsay, since we were little kids, because I'm your best friend forever. You turn to notice that Miriam is at your station cheering for you. Miriam, what about your dish? If you're here cheering, who's cooking? Tiny food, short cook time. I'm already done, so I thought I'd help you. Oh, that's sweet, but Miriam tosses a handful of spices directly into your boiling noodles. It's the secret ingredient! However, she doesn't know that you lied, and the ingredient was made up. And where in the world did she get Eye of Newt from? The boiling pot explodes, sending Miriam flying backwards. The watery noodles begin to swirl in the air, bubbling into a dark cloud that thickens and congeals before your very eyes. It is I, Steve, the spork monster. Steve? What? Wait. What happened to Borko? You're not here to battle me, are you? We spork monsters are many. I think Borko had the day off, but you have conjured Steve, and I hate to battle, so I say you're doing pretty alright. Having suffered this huge setback, you don't know how you could ever win. Give up and drop out? No! From deep within yourself, I can do this. I have what it takes. I came here to win! Your hair turns mac and cheese orange as culinary energy flows through your body. My heart is pure. My hands are steady. My taste buds have been preparing their entire lives for this. Yes, Gordon Ramsay, you are the chosen one. You will avenge me. This power you've been summoning immediately fades back out. You interrupted my inspiring monologue. Sorry. My heart is pure. My hands are steady. My taste buds have been preparing their entire lives for this moment. I will show the world my cookery. You begin to levitate off the ground. Energy courses through your body. You know, with this power, you could do anything except turn back time, which would be super useful because you were still powering up. Your chicken pot pie overcooked in the oven can't be served. But don't worry, dear Gordon Ramsay. You may have suffered some setbacks, but all is not lost. Impressed with your fortitude, Colonel Sanders decides that you have earned his support. I've been watching you today. I must say, I'm truly impressed. You've been thinking on your feet and rolling with the punches. He steps up to your statement and stands right beside you. I'm here to help. All you managed to make is mac and cheese, and the time is almost up, so you're going to need it. Colonel Sanders, what about the test? What will happen to you? What about the rules? Following the rules has never been my thing. I follow my heart. What a guy. Colonel Sanders unfolds a delicate white towel to reveal the most delicious fried chicken tenders you've ever laid your eyes on. And besides, sometimes unexpected combinations can have surprising effects that surpass their individual efforts. Are you suggesting if we combine forces, we can form the perfect food union? It's time, students. Time expired. It's the moment everyone's been waiting for. You must now present your dishes. A handful of students stand tall, but the class seems incomplete. It seems we're missing some students. Pop, clank. From off-screen, you hear a pure and innocent giggle that can only come from one student. He, I'm flying! It sounds like it's coming from the broom closet over there. Miriam, would you mind? Inside the closet, you see Pop hanging on a broom hook by the elastic of his underpants. Pop, get down from there, right now! Let me guess, did Von have something to do with this? When someone asks for a wedgie, who am I to refuse? I thought a wedgie was a salad. Looks like Pop is eliminated from the challenge, seeing as how he didn't cook anything. I can't feel my legs. May I be excused? Sure. You kids and your pranks, I must say, it's not the worst prank in UCSAL history, but it's not exactly yearbook material. Wait a second, pranks. Clank! Where did that pressure cooker roll off to? You wait to hear a signature whir, beep, or other onomatopoeia, but there's none. Somehow he must have gotten unplugged, I guess. We'll have to figure that out later. That leaves only 4 remaining students. Please collect your final products. Miriam, please step forward. Now, describe your dish. I've made tender udon noodles in savory soup. Ooh. Oh, it just looks so good, man. Is that a teeny tiny Naruto Maki I spy afloat in its itsy bitsy bowl? Yes, chef. Please call me Sprinkles. Chef is my father's name. Yes, Sprinkles. And some green tea made from baby tea leaves that I picked myself. A+. Rarely do I taste a dish with as much love poured into it as yours. Miriam is overjoyed. She gives you a huge hug. Thank you, Gordon Ramsay, for helping me believe in myself. Von, you're up. Now, describe your dish. I made uni over smooth egg custard in an axe-hewn urchin shell, topped with caviar. Did you skewer one type of urchin with spines from a second, different colored type of urchin? Yes, Sprinkles. A bit much, don't you think? That's exactly why I did it. A bit much is kind of my brand. Doesn't it look cool? Sprinkles leans to sniff the uni, but he can't get his nose close on account of all the spikes. Finally, Sprinkles goes all in, tongue first, but he can't get past the needles. He reels back as his tongue is poked and prodded. Youch! My tongue! The professor appears to be having an allergic reaction. I can't eat this. It keeps poking my tongue. Disqualified! A stunning turn of events. Who would have thought that serving food in a bowl made of needles could make it difficult to eat? Dejected, Von does not go gentle into the night. Disqualified? For glamour? Don't discount simplicity. This isn't the last you've heard of me. Before forcing us to endure his swollen tongue for another moment, Sprinkles graciously laps up a bowl of milk. I know, yeah, I'm a dog and I drink milk. Get over it. Sometimes it helps calm my agitated tongue. Next student, Ashley. It's time to step up. I made Orange Blossom Turkish Delight in a light rose water syrup, topped with French meringue and connected by sugar glass. Ooh, that actually doesn't sound too bad. Indeed, it's quite delightful. However, I'd ask that you please refrain from eating it or attempting to taste it in any way. It's very fragile and meant to be a display piece. Don't eat the food at a cooking school? Got toast in your ears or something, Gordon Ramsay? I told you, it's a display piece. Ashley, I must say, it is beautiful. However, this is a cooking competition at a cooking school. Yeah, which is why I cooked it and did an extremely good job cooking it too. I didn't realize that we were having an eating exam. If I wanted to be judged on eating, I'd go to the College of Eating School for the Hungry. If the food cannot be eaten, cannot be judged. You are disqualified. Rage overtakes Ashley, and she finally cannot keep her two-faced routine up. You wouldn't know high-end cuisine if it cooked you! And with that, Ashley storms off to rededicate herself to being the best, but this time without being shackled by trying to be fake nice and liked by everyone. This isn't the last you've heard of me, either. You and Colonel Sanders, the final cooks, step up together. Two chefs? What began as a bowl of delicious mac and cheese has become something else. He examines it closely, sniffing and eyeing the bowl. Uh-oh, I don't have a good feeling about this. From somewhere in the room, a literal drum roll plays. Just when I thought I've seen everything in this kitchen, you give me this thing, and completely blow me away? In my 49 dog years of life, I have never tasted anything so delicious, perfectly balanced. It's so delicious, in fact, that everyone passes the class. You pass, and you pass, and you get a pass. And Ashley gets a pass. And Von gets a pass. And Clank gets... Everyone gathers around, partakes of the mac and cheese bowl. They all seem to transcend this reality into another dimension. You win! Together, you and Colonel Sanders have made a new menu item. The menu item is so impressive, even Von and Ashley are drawn back in by its magnetic fragrance. Fragrance? I really just said fragrance, Lamo. Fragrant. Oh, dude, when they gaze upon your mac and cheese bowl, they admit that you are indeed an excellent chef. Sprinkles declares that you have passed. Everyone has passed. There were supposed to be more battles, but come on, how could they be better than this one? Now that the school year is complete and everyone is graduated, the students return for one last assignment to get their groove on. The cafeteria has been completely redecorated in order to serve as the site of this school's graduation dance. Compared to the massive high-teen cooking arena, the humble decor seems downright cute and cozy. DJ Dog is in the house! Von and Ashley tell everyone that they've committed themselves to righting the wrongs they did while they were villains. For a moment, you actually believe them. Not another haunting. No ghosts allowed in the at graduation. It's clearly written in the school bylaws. I was never actually a ghost. It was a trick to get you to finally notice me. Oh, amusing. And now that everyone is together, it's the Spork Monster. He is totally mellowed out. Everyone, the Spork Monster is no more. From here out, I'd prefer that everyone refer to me by my new name, Party Monster. Maybe things didn't work out for Miriam romantically, but she found love in her cooking. And you know she's going to do great. It's Pop! He's arrived late to the dance, but apparently for good reason. Walking the carpet, you see perched atop his dirty chef's hat. A crown? Welcome back, Pop. I know you weren't able to compete in the final exam and accept your diploma, so we had it mailed directly to your father. We figured it was the least we could do for the school's dean. Oh, now I get it. The music at the dance is interrupted by the sound of sparking electrical hissing. It's Clank! Now that I've graduated, I can feel the truth. I'm Clank, and I am not of this earth. I am actually from a faraway planet in another dimension. Now that I have learned the ways of your kind, I must return. Miriam, will you come with me? I don't know what to say. Besides, no, obviously. I've just begun to learn who I really am. This isn't the time to devote my life to figuring out who you are, Clank. Blown away by Miriam's maturity, it's pretty clear she managed to surpass you in that regard. I understand, kind of. Humans are weird. Portal opens up and Clank disappears through it. Finally, Colonel Sanders arrives. Howdy, classmates. Oh, dude, what a Giga Chad. He's just leaning. Just like the first day you met him, he comes prepared to feed the entire class. However, it's not enough to just give them a bucket of chicken. This time, it's a full meal. I didn't get the most famous chicken man in the history of chicken and man by not reminding people to go out and buy my chicken. It's so good. The end? Is it? Is this the end? No, it's not the end. As everyone feasts on the delicious chicken dinner, Colonel Sanders finds you sitting at the edge of the dance floor. Gordon Ramsay, what are you doing sitting all alone? Oh, you know, just waiting for the right person to ask me to dance. I wonder, might you tell me, what the qualities that you would expect to find in such a lucky person. Off the top of my head, oh, I don't know, a spicy musk, a tidy goatee, and a degree from University of Cooking School Academy for Learning, just to name a few. It truly is my lucky day. Would you dance with me? Yes, I would love to. So you glide across the dance floor, hand in hand with Colonel Sanders. Yes. The future stretches out in front of you. And once my 1000th franchise is up and running, I'll be ready to take a day off. And I'll be so glad to spend it together with you, Gordon Ramsay. How sweet. We'll work together and play together. Colonel Sanders stops dead in his tracks. Work together? Well, I think this is something I'll just need to do by myself. But who will help you run the restaurants? I don't believe I need help. Besides, based on your time at school here, do you really think running restaurants is the best path forward? Could it be you found a love connection but failed to earn Colonel Sanders' respect as a chef? Can you live with only half of him? Will you be able to endure sharing him with his other love, the life of an entrepreneur? I suppose I could enroll at pastry school. Oh, my dear Gordon Ramsay, I'm sure that you'll find your place eventually. And along the way, you'll have me at your side. The end! Dang it! We didn't convince him? Wait, is that it? Is that actually it? Oh, okay, it's just restarting. Oh my gosh, it's so loud. You ready for this sick intro? Man, what a fun game. All right, let's watch the credits. Oh, is that it? That's just the credits? All right. I actually enjoyed that a lot. Shout out to my boy, Hexany, who was the music and sound effects person. But yeah, that was a really fun game. I had a really good time with Colonel Sanders, Ashley. Like, that cast of characters is pretty cool. Like, I wonder if
Harmonica.
and I got, like, a neutral ending and not a really good ending. And that it's possible to be like, oh yeah, we could work together and do our restaurants together or whatever. This was a really fun game. I really enjoyed it. I hope, if you guys really want to try it out, it is free, so go check it out on Steam. Yeah. That being said, I'm going to go head out now and get myself a bowl of KFC, because I'm hungry. Goodbye.